Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jacqui and today we're doing it all for our lower backs in this Yin Yoga sequence. If you've been having little back aches or pains, then this class is going to help you stretch everything out and release all the tension. We will be using a couple of props to support us today, a bolster or a big pillow or cushion. If your pillow or cushion is quite thin and flat, you might like to use something a little more substantial or layer with some extra pillows or some towels or blankets underneath. And also a couple of blocks. You can also use big books or anything similar. Just make sure they're the same height or as close as possible if you can. So once you're ready, come join me on the mat and we'll get started. Let's start on our back today. So just make your way down onto your mat as slowly as you need. Extend your legs out long. Bring your arms to the side or on top of your belly. Close down your eyes. And just take a few moments here to find your breath and to find a bit of relaxation through your entire body. Let your legs relax, your hips sink down, soften through your belly and your chest, shoulders. Allow your head to feel heavy. And then start taking your breath deep into your belly, expanding on the breath in, into your hands if you've got them on your belly, and letting it go, bringing the belly button back towards your spine and softening down as you exhale. Deep breath in and slow breath out. Every breath allows you to soften and relax just a little bit more. Take your breath into your lower back and think about creating space between each vertebrae with every breath in, and then releasing the tension with every breath out. And on your next breath, let's take the arms overhead. You can hold on to your fingers if you want. Bring the feet together. And then reach upwards with the fingertips. And away with your toes. Lengthen through your entire spine. And then walking the feet over to the left side of the mat. Arms, head, shoulders, also to the left side. So you make a banana shape with your entire body. Take the right leg and cross it over the left. Hold on to your right wrist with your left hand. Try to keep your right shoulder and your right hip still pressed down and in contact with your mat. From here you can close your eyes. And we'll be staying for about 3 minutes. Try to feel the entire stretch through the right side of your body, from your right fingertips down through your right arm, armpit, the right side of your body, the hips, and the legs. Notice if you can allow yourself to soften down just a little bit more. Releasing any tension anywhere in your body. Last 5 breaths here. If you feel you'd like a deeper stretch through the right side of your body, just walk the hands and the feet more to the left side of your mat to increase this arch on the right side. Otherwise, stay where you are. That is also perfectly fine. On the next breath, slowly uncross your feet and then walk yourself back into the center alignment of your mat. You can keep your arms up overhead if you'd like. Just stay here for a moment. Notice the difference between the right side and left side of your body. And when you're ready, we'll come to the other side. Walk the feet over to the right side of the mat. Arms, head and shoulders also to the right side. Cross the left foot over the right. Hold on to your left wrist with your right hand. And try to keep the left shoulder and hip in contact with your mat still. Close down your eyes. Notice if you're gripping onto any muscles anywhere, holding onto tension unintentionally anywhere. Acknowledge it. Take a deep breath in and then let it go with your breath out. Try to take the deep breaths into the left side of your body. Breathing in and expanding the space on the left side. And breathing out, softening down. Noticing the space that you've created there and how that can allow you to come deeper into the stretch. Or find more joy and comfort in the stretch. Let's take 5 more breaths here. And on the next breath, slowly walk yourself back to the center. Release the hands down on top of your belly or to either side, palms facing up. Stay here for just a moment, noticing the blood rushing back through both sides of your body. Notice the space you've created in your body and how nice that feels. And whenever you're ready, on your next breath, we'll come into a supported bridge pose. So here's where you want to use your bolster or your cushion or pillows. Bend your knees, lift your hips up only as high as you can slip your pillow underneath. And you want to place it right underneath your sacrum. So that's the very lowest part of your spine, where there's that flat bit right by your tailbone. And you shouldn't need to hold on to any muscles while you're here. Try to find the most comfortable position. Relax through the legs. And allow yourself to release through your lower back. Soften your belly. Soften your chest. Keep the back of your neck nice and long. Relax your arms to either side and close down your eyes. Think about taking your breath deep into your lower back. And think about sinking your lower back down into the earth. And as you do that, notice the space you've created, the release of tension in your lower back and your hips. Let's take another 5 breaths here. Breath deep into your belly. Release the tension on the breath out. On the next breath, slowly and gently press into the heels of your feet just to lift your hips up enough to slip the pillow out of the way. Bring it over to the side. Bring your hips back down, extend your legs long. And just take a moment here. Notice the sensations in your body, especially around your lower back. Notice any space that you've created here, any release of tension. And if you feel more relaxed in this area, on the next breath, let's draw your knees up into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe gentle rock from side to side. Massage out your lower back against your mat. And then we'll bring the knees together and then take them over to the left side of your mat. You might need to shift your hips back just a little. Right arm to the side, left hand can come on top of your right knee. There's also the option to place your pillow or bolster in between your legs or underneath your left knee. That just gives you some extra support. And then if you can, turn your head towards your right hand, trying all the time to keep this right shoulder down on the mat. And from here you can close down your eyes and find relaxation through your entire body. Note that you don't need to hold on to anything to keep this position. So wherever you're gripping, try to let it go with every exhale. Let's take another 5 breaths here. Breathing deep into your belly. On your next breath, slowly bring yourself back to the center and hug your knees into your chest. Rock them from side to side. And when you're ready, bring both knees together and then over to the right side of your mat. Shift the hips back to the left a little bit. Right hand on top of the left knee. Left arm out to the side. Turn your head towards your left hand if you can. Option again to place the pillow in between the knees or underneath the right knee, just for some extra support. Try also to keep the left shoulder down on the mat if you can. And then close down your eyes. Breathe deep into your belly. Even though you're in this twist, try not to let the breath get stuck in your chest. Notice the compression you feel when you breathe in and expand your belly. And when you breathe out, soften and let that go. And notice the space you've created. Let's take another 5 breaths here. Release a little bit more if you can. Sink down a bit more into your mat if you can. And on the next breath, coming back to the center, hugging the knees into your chest. Rocking from side to side. Keeping the lowest part of your spine, sacrum and tailbone on the mat. And to help you lengthen through your spine. And on the next breath, roll all the way over to one side. And then come up to kneeling in a child's pose. Knees spread wide, feet together. Take your bolster or your cushion, place it in front of you. Here's where you might want to layer a few more cushions together or place some towels or blankets underneath just to bring your pillow a little bit higher. Then we'll take your belly down over the bolster. Turn your cheek one way, whichever way is the most comfortable. Lay down and hug the bolster towards you in a supported child's pose. Close down your eyes and allow yourself to sink down. If your belly is on your pillow or bolster, with every breath in, try to expand your belly into your bolster, pressing down against it. And then every breath out, bring your belly button back towards your spine and allow yourself to sink down a little bit more. Let's take 5 more breaths here. And on the next breath, slowly lift your head back up. Walk your hands towards your knees. Shift your pillow over to one side. And we'll come into a seated position. We'll come into our butterfly pose. So we're going to grab our blocks, one on each side. Bring the soles of the feet together and then allow the knees to drop down on either side. So you can place them on top of your blocks. Make sure you're sitting up nice and high on your sit bones. Hold on to your feet, roll the shoulders back. And then from here, tuck the chin and then draw the crown of the head down towards your feet. So we're coming into a rounded spine position here, a little bit different to how we would normally do. And I find this nicer when I have my knees elevated a little bit higher than usual. So staying here with your eyes closed, relaxing yourself down, rounding through your spine. And just coming down to as far as it's still comfortable for you. You don't have to bring your head all the way down to your feet. Try to let your hips relax and your knees sink down into your block. And then relaxing through your entire spine. Maybe you feel it in the lower back, maybe in the upper back. Wherever you feel it, try to breathe through it. Big, expansive breaths in, and long, slow breaths out. We'll stay here for another 5 breaths. On the next breath, slowly roll yourself back up, keeping your chin tucked until the very last moment. And then rolling your head up last. Slowly remove the blocks from either side. Hands underneath the knees and bring them together. And just hug your knees close to your body for a moment. Maybe gentle rock from side to side. Maybe you stay here, maybe you come back into a cross-legged position. Thank you so much for joining me for today's Yin Yoga class. My back is feeling really happy after that, and I hope yours is too. Let me know how you're feeling in the comments below, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please also subscribe so I can continue to make more videos like this for you, and don't forget to turn your notifications on so you don't miss out on any new videos that I release. I will see you back here on the mat next time. Namaste.